Salon Fambule, unu kushe, unu kabo, unu ado. Oh, ya titi de and in wonder, oh. I just see the wonder. This brawe unu de see so. During election, I remember when this bab in the talk, when he go come fetch against injustice. And he go make sure that they not jail people them unlawfully. This bra talk all kinds we talk much man no guarantee, oh. Much man no guarantee. Because I know they talk about this we border with the over so. During the time when we get the COVID, I remember there was a video where we border go. When LJ go for meet with BABIH. All words of praises. BABIH give this boy picking. They like it today. One only superstar, celebrity, the poor man friend. Now in the Pademba road the language show. Under the hand of a government who have been talk say they will make sure that every individual in a salon get them fundamental human rights. Today, this boy picking the struggle. This man in wealth and he allies them. Don't punish this boy picking. Don't hold him brother, Ishmael, all party them, all other people them, jail them for no reason. Sierra Leonean, if unu not think, unu allow them people there, yeah, for the unu aid them, can't tell una sugar coated words, una fall for them lie day. We go live for tell this story. Right now, unu all know what's in the happen in the country. Water no day. Light. Now by minutes now the negi lights. 10 minutes now eastern, 10 minutes now western. And when the lights come, you phone self the lights not able for charger. Unu think when unu go inside for go cast unu vote. This man and in government not good for that country day. Now look at them. After when they don't vandalize the country, they don't thief out they want. They don't kill out they want. Delicate today. Now dance work they all done church. Former bank governor in the internationally, they dance. Locally, president where they are with they expect say for they move around for tell the citizens of Sierra Leone about his success story. And they go add more promise, but the previous promise the way they don't make, where it not be able for fulfill. Sierra Leonean. Let we use we aid them. If they give unu money, unu all them money they unu eat them. Now unu money them. Then give you polo, all the polo go export with them, eat the couple. And I'm glad they had see the corporation per Sierra Leone and them. All over the country, unu all the couple where they do now. If you not give God, you go give Satan. Where belle don't well. In the country months. When unu go inside for go vote, unu vote unu conscience. Unu think Sierra Leone, unu think the suffering. Unu think on how we for able for move we country forward. Thank you. Feel free for share. God bless you. Salon Fambule, unu kushe, unu kabo, unu ado. Oh, ya titi de and in wonder, oh. I just see the wonder. This brawe unu de see so. During election, I remember when this bab in the talk, when he go come fetch against injustice. And he go make sure that they not jail people them unlawfully. This bra talk all kinds we talk much man no guarantee, oh. Much man no guarantee. Because I know they talk about this we border with the over so. During the time when we get the COVID, I remember there was a video where we border go. When LJ go for meet with BABIH. All words of praises. BABIH.
C'est ton homme. Africa love you. This the song for Jagaban. Every show where you say. Because everybody singing this song gone. And mix on the beats. Now go. money nine they stop nonsense. The money nine they stop nonsense. The money nine they stop nonsense. You name they play, you name they play, you name they play. Jagaban, you name they play, you name they play, you name they play. Jagaban, you name they play. Jagaban, you name they play. Jagaban, name they play. Jagaban, you 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 ain't no make you know now you dey cancel. Jagaban, you ain't no sabi make you sabi now you dey cancel. Jagaban, Jagaban, we no go again. Jagaban, Jagaban, we no go again. Konele, Kaile, Konele, Kaile. I say I'm all the people. Now they pick and choose. You know they differentiate. They like everybody. Jagaban. In the empty all of the young. The youth say not for talk. The religious I say, left and gear. The handle with gear. Left and gear. The money nine they stop nonsense. The money nine they stop nonsense. The money nine they stop nonsense. You name they play, you name they play, you name they play. Jagaban, you name they play, you name they play, you name they play. Jagaban, you name they play. Jagaban, you name they play. Jagaban, name they play. Jagaban, you name they play. Jagaban, you name they play. Jagaban, you name they play. Jagaban. From eastern to western, now you name they play. Abaja to Bisen, now you name they play. Money man see, money man run away. We then give we gentle, we give them Jagaban. The beginner say Jagaban, and mommy them say Jagaban. Mr. Blama, Jagaban.
Fambol them on the Kush and on the Hadu. We are don't come back today for come talk but things where they happen. Now we on sweet yard salon. Now we on. Whoa. Let we left for do them bad things them. We they feel a more salon. Now we on. Whoa. We are. And if we hurt you, we sorry. We no mean bad, oh, we just want for make we yet go before. If we hurt you, we sorry. We no mean bad, oh, we just want for make we yet go before. Fumble, Kushe, Cabo, how you they do? Hope say you they try for do okay. Well, like always, from yesterday when we come out now, to this particular moment where we don't come so, but cool things they don't happen. But before we the rubber mouth parenting and you know say campaign they start tomorrow and okay, I want to let you know that one day in case you forget. Campaign, yes, they start tomorrow. And the big party them now then they start upline. APC and SLPP, they start up line. The small one them, they start inside Freetown. Well, we see other things then they happen. We see Sumana, Kapen, Chats, Margai. They don't link to the main opposition party. Well, we see people in the dance. Nobody no complain, no. Okay. And we as well see say ECSL don't knock chest and don't sweat to the mami say elect who that come out up. It can't down. Nobody no go audit the system where they use. Well, we can't know what to make them talk that word. We as well, Doyeri, Paul Kamara, when are the first person we take APC and Samura Kamara go court, don't explain what are the reason we make they make Samura Kamara the target. He say Samura Kamara na the main target inside this latest Supreme Court case. You can't know what to make he say Samura Kamara na the target na this case. This is another thing and for inside the program today. No go nonsense, yeah. My name is Pierre, the Freedom Fighter. If you just come, don't forget to like the program and for share them as well. Okay, so if you're not subscribed to this channel, watch now this top hand. You see say me and the play so hey you name the play, you name the play, you name the play. You see say we get 73347. Not to just figure now the number of family members that we get, where we call subscribers. But before we go again some people they don't really dash out to we some amounts of money. You know, that just given again, waiting I just get as recent thing. as recent thing, let's just watch inside my phone. See, we get Alpha. I will just put as well Alpha C. Or Alpha Chico. Send for we 20. You as well get another person where na Christiana. Christiana in send for we let me see, send for we $50. Yes. And yes. Christiana sent for we $50. This is not the recent one that we come inside as the talk. So waiting basically people in the send money to we for. You know, say the election they come. And not each 1 month again. For we begin going to the election. And but before that, they want for make loan and no say the security sector they don't knock chest again. Then say don't sweat to them and me say any radio, television or newspaper station where go dia say then they call results where then they eng. Then go make sure say they lock that radio, television or newspaper day. What to make them they do so? We can know about the one in day. Well, until you know say normally I we can tell I would on the hearing, whereas then they put the results in at the polling center, polling station, and so we the hearing, then they call them for we, so we they get confidence say this 9 they happen and this 9 they happen. But now then say anybody where they are, when no say in a man or in a woman, let it try put it say they call radio station result or waiting. Then go tell them waiting it mean for call results. As na ECSL no more na in support for call the results, even when they go say na provisional result. Well, all of this there for inside the program. So we want to cover this results, this election, serious one. So for that we able to cover the election, for recruit people all over the country and give una the accurate information as the security sector then go the censor the radio and television station them, we go to give the information them as then they come up. So for do that, we want like 15,000 where we don't budget, rough estimate, you know, for do that one, they for employ people them and all. So we basically want for tell on say, do ya, if you get anything, now for make sure say you send them for we now we PayPal, Zelle, or you send them for we na Crash app. Or if you do that for we na PayPal, you can send them to Sama Kuruma. Or if you want, you can send them for we na Free Tongue, and then you can just do a MoneyGram here to Fatima Tabangwe and send the details for we. Let it take break quick and they come back just now.
Them, una don yeri, the Afri-Caribbean Festival don't do Ambako. This time, then get the festival only package when a $72 deposit no more. Yes, $72. Yes, $72. And you will meet up for day for the 6 days ladida from December 28, 2023, so January 2nd, 2024.
The experience in Africa is a completely different experience that you will never get anywhere else besides in Africa. And especially with the Afro-Caribbean Festival, it's also uniting not only African culture, but Caribbean culture as well. So you get to be immersed in both cultures and get to see outside of your worldview, and it just offers you a new perspective. So yes, I would recommend it.
I had a wonderful experience. It was so much fun. Great memories, great food, great people, nothing but vibes. And I am a carnival junkie, and I would definitely say that this was one of the top carnivals I've attended.
I would say you have to go and experience it, because us just telling you about this or you seeing pictures about it doesn't really do it justice, because it's like just being out there with the locals and just like experiencing the cuisine, just like talking to them and like seeing how they live versus how we live. You know, it's just that like somebody said, like we immersed all the culture together.
All you need for do now for go na dem website when na www.africaribbeanfestival.com. Scroll down and select the cotton tree package when na the festival only package. Scroll down and see all what's in there on this package, then pick between 3 and 8 months. If you pick the 8-month plan, click add to cart, then you go see say na just $72 deposit no more you need for put down. After that, click proceed to check. When a day you go put all your information and agree to all the terms and conditions. Then select your payment type. Nine also. You just sit down now and wait for the festival ladida this December. Back up, we move.
All right, welcome back. Like I better tell you now, we actually the plan for cover this election. So whatever you want for contribute, $15, $1, $5, $50, $100. You know, a lot of people and don't they give that they give 50, that they give 100. So please just contribute to the election basket. And when you send them for we, make sure so you tell we send them for the election basket because we get several other contributions the way they go on. But make sure so you tell we send them for the election basket, yeah. And then if na Cash App or Zelle, put on there. And then if you want, let we call you full name or you know want to call your name, please indicate and let we not make a mistake, yeah. And then if you send them again to MoneyGram, RIA, Western Union, World Remit to Freetown, please the name now Fatima Tabangura, and all you need for just get the name and Freetown, and then you send the details for we now we WhatsApp number, and then we can able for do that. And at the same time, please tell me if you want to call your name or not. If na PayPal you want for do, please not follow any email. Just go to PayPal and search for Sama Kuruma, SAMMA, Sama Kuruma, and then you able for get, you know, we account, you go see we picture there, and then you can able for do whatever transaction. And then please again, and again, tell me if you want follow we call your name, okay? Thank you very much. We appreciate una so much. Okay, so we can start something quick one. We don't say a lot of things them. They go on. A lot of things then, but the first thing I want for let we do this rumor they go on serious one at the social media, serious one. This rumor they go on with regards, you know, accidents, no accidents, yes, accident be, but I don't know if now one because I understand say we get more than one accident will happen actually, and you know I not go dance for this accident will happen, I not go jubilate for this accident will happen, but I go tell you something. We be always done the talk here, and we be members say, for example, Adebayo done the call several times for prayer and fasting, and we have done they say, yeah, if Madabio don't do well, then go see out your you self we don't support say Madabio don't do well or you don't waiting. If you know say don't do well, you self must see out your eye, you know, and all of the things that way they happen. We not say anything, no, you know, because I know say some people will come and tell me say me an idiot. I love that name there so much, yeah, you know, so. I don't know, and I know for draw conclusion into this thing. Yeah, we actually happen. You know, this na live that we talk about, but still, a lot of people then go say, okay, why you want to talk that? Why you want to say that? Me, I just say, I just play this thing. Accidents happen, yes. Accidents happen. The presidential convoy, yes, it happened. So listen or watch this one quick one. A short video no more from far. Yeah.
No, sebalik ba ada call by accident. Mada ka borkang. Mada ka borkang amno anik ba bangkare no gambi. Kira sa minta fa sai si yo oli pone yang nenge muska ba amone. Muska nani. Emboku tire emboku. Ngisa amno sa square. Nungboy ka borkong. Na do ko. Gambi no ko big.
All right, so that'll be the short video we see, and we don't see a lot of pictures them, but interestingly, the one them wiki always go on social media, they always keep them, and like always we can see don't talk now as well on certain things them. We don't hear as well, then they talk something, yeah. For example, what did they say? And they tell we say now the opposition so much desperate, so much that then they even send people them for and go and attack the convoy of the president, you know. So this now exactly, you know, nobody know one for Greece say the fate, you know. But anyway, like I say, I have no one for going to that the serious one. I just want for long and know say happen. Yeah, accidents happen, NAB, yeah. So what thing we basically see, I want for take on certain things there. We'll get for talk about the ONS and other things then. We'll get for talk about the First Lady again, you know, where Rachel Bangura Davis do interview with the person who writes the book where they say the Unbecoming, you know, the First Lady syndrome, you know, Madam Fatima Babi, you know, I just discovered from that interview they say this woman self na part of with family members them where he watch this channel, well he say he watch this channel. So I'm telling you all thank you for one to support this channel, you know, family member them very much they're on top of the game. Okay, so we can play small of that interview, and after which we go play post for now the rest of the interview again. Now we channel tomorrow, but we go to that one day quickly and just listen small bits of that particular interview day. But before we go another side, this thing about, you know, declaration, me unable to understand self. All man they declare right now. All man they declare. Amongst the set of people the way we see declare today, na Charles Margai. Charles Margai of the PMDC, People's Movement for Democratic Change. Now listen to him as he be making submission na the APC office where he go declare for the APC.
Say 2007, the PMDC 90 power to APC.
Double impact.
And they give you an assignment. Hello? I don't already send to the brother, former president, and it's by Kuruma. After this meeting, by the weekend, me and the younger brother, Dr. Samura, will go meet President and it's by Kuruma. Return waiting to happen and talk man and heart to heart. President Kuruma, he gets status today. He get money today in an APC maker. So when this next long time, he get for putting hands, he puts the hand inside. Like how the big brother say, and they are being to we all APC. As human beings, we get differences. But this time round, we no one lost one vote. Alhaji Kamosi say, you and Locus and Potato and others will not get for put a committee what they call reconciliation committee. Let us work with pride and make peace. This is what I want to tell United States. The election, not to the northern province yet. Because northern province already, the APC don't get over 70%. Not to the western area get the feds and the southeast. Landing them.
Okay, so let's tell una something first. Like waiting Charles Margai talk, but I want to tell una again. I know able understand, you know, I see a lot of una they happy that Charles Margai don't cross over to the APC. If Charles Margai been going at the SLPP by now, una dip and blast for him. I know I can understand. Alright. And I see say a lot of people and they say Charles Margai a very good number for the APC. Yes, Charles Margai always, you know, elect one word, and now that word there, it don't always depend. Say in a kingmaker, in don't always they make king. So for example, like it don't already talk in 2018, 2007, you know, it always don't they decide election. But I do wonder how many of that kind of decision they right now it will get when you talk about the PMDC. But now we stand in everything very much important. Now numbers, you know, it come with few people them over, you know, but not to, it not go as equivalent to that kind of impact it creates in 2007, where Charles Margai and the PMDC been dead and day. You know, now like the same thing, you know, Charles Margai and that of the Kanda Yumkela are the same kind of value right now. The amount of people them way Charles Margai gets, the amount of people the way Kanda Yumkela gets, you know, like I basically feel say yes, everybody very much important, but Charles Margai, the Kanda Yumkela, not that same kind of weight they get right now, the same kind of weight. I know be the feel say for example, Kanda Yumkela for drop at this kind of level to you know, if you, I don't even know waiting if even Ian Charles Margai would get weight passing company right now. But bottom line now, Charles Margai always, instead of don't they look for sideway, it throw in support against, one way or the other. As in 2018, it throw in support. And you remember say Charles Margai, now the first, and this one very important for you note. Charles Margai, now the first Attorney General for Marabio. You know what I mean? Eh? The first Minister of Justice. When they say Minister of Justice, the legal advisor to President. This now the first person where Marabio make Attorney General and Minister of Justice. But because of the kind of advice we begin for give Marabio, and Marabio in cabal, see say Charles Margai will be ordered to him, so then fan we have all those fan out of the track. So then sack him. So now Charles Margai don't beat her. No way not the way he go look to Marabio again. So he just get for look because anyhow it be. The election are between APC and SLPP, so everybody they look for side for link. For example, you get the PMDC, they link now to the APC, the NGC, they link now to the SLPP, PDP, and other one, then they link outside the one for link. Because that is it. That not so much you get for B. The smaller party them now, or would have been done big kingmaker before, we now in a smaller party, go fail outside and the link, so themselves go add some value. But anyhow it be, I want to forgive you something. I don't know how you tell it. I could tell you say the zeal, the tempo where Charles Margai been gets. Charles Margai been get tempo past Kanda Yumkela. But after they married with APC, in party become die. So that is why you see, for example, people like Mojweka can don't go back to the SLPP. You see other people them way being come up PMDC. We come in fact they take membership card at the APC after that married day. And then we begin to see the APC, the PMDC, they go in and out. But Charles Margai still gets the courage, like how, listen to Kanda Imkela the other, they say, he can forgive. Something like this. Charles Margai, APC, one way or the other, we don't take some of him players, them include players, they make minister and take them. But now instead of don't choose, say, okay, the only option I get now APC. And not they look back to the SLPP. I basically want for give you analysis and not look from no angle. I just want for tell you now waiting I see and how it's like. You understand? But Charles Margai, in as much as you get some small obstacle and other things, them instead of don't do your own thing, instead of don't play your own game, instead of don't play in card, you don't make positive change, you don't make negative change. But now we see inside day. We want for know now whose kind of impact where Charles Margai and go get for create in this. But notwithstanding, one vote is very much important. Just Margai and vote very much important. So if he get a main bobo them where they with him, want to fumble away there with them, we still believe in them, when they still feel said and they listen to any side way say let them go, then of course Inyong will get for create some kind of impact at the end of the day. Okay, so this other thing. But notwithstanding, we see another one come up again today. Not to just Charles Margai. As Charles Margai go, we see Sumana Kapen. I be don't listen. So Sumana Kapen at one point, we don't tell you about why in the choose Samura Kamara. Not to APC, it choose Samura Kamara. Why? If you don't explain it, but let us listen to himself. I think go and make your own declaration again with Charles Margai, now the APC party office.
When commerce don't dress fine, people become excited. But watching there inside the veil, now one of you not gonna know except you won't belong to that society. Peace. Any somebody when you don't roll, you will make sure say. So with that, lot of time and opportunity. One will know himself better. I always know the bomb will come. So I thank you once more. Time is against us, we are getting lots of work. We're going to the field. I will want from from this moment, I've always been a supporter of Samura. Because I believe that he's the right man at this moment. From very discussion, say brother, so from this moment, I declare for me a member of the APC.
I think this one important. The pronunciation be very key. Say, in not only did declare for Samuel Kamara, but in don't become member of the APC. And you get for know who that's what they talk about in this case. This is not SLPP chairman, former. You know, not a regional chairman. APC, not a secretary general. APC, SLPP chairperson, former 90s, you know. We don't declare so for the APC. Sorry, I don't know what they talk of. SLPP chairperson, you know, former, and I don't declare for the APC. Okay, so let's look at this thing. Sumana Kapen, Charles Margai. Now, names stand this way very, very key inside political, you know, the political landscape. You know, anyhow it be, somebody gets people away to follow them. Anyhow it be. And interestingly, this election is so much unique. Now, the first kind of election this, where are they see? From where we get sense, the only time where I don't see person declare before even the election, presidential candidates declare before election, now Mohamed Bangoura bin do so. Inside 2007, I think. 2007. Where it been get in party. I hope I get it right. 2007 or 2007 or 2012. So Mohamed Bangoura be the first person where even before then they go to the election, he don't declare for APC. So now we don't see that same kind of pattern there. And this election is so much unique that we see lots of the presidential candidates, like all the presidential candidates, except for one where are not here yet come out and talk about that and the way na renip. But like all the presidential candidates then don't take side already. Can the UK like you look worst? Because he no contest at all. He not even go for nomination. He talk and play one say he don't give all thing to Madabiu. You know, Charles Margai go and nominate. In as much as he go and nominate, but he don't come and declare for Samura Kamara. So this now one kind of unique, yes, 2012. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. You know, this now one kind unique system where we see right now. Unique system. You know, I don't know what it actually means for democracy. But notwithstanding, everybody gets one focus right now. It's either for le Madabio go or le Madabio come. So it therefore depends on waiting actually they come out of the pool. A lot of people when they suffer, and now that make we see, you know, the opposition, it really need for press more. A lot of people when they make up the majority of the population, they actually feel say Madabio for go. And let's tell you something. One time I don't tell you something again. Say the time where we see I noticed something from this large election, Sierra Leone Association of Journalists election. The late Philip Neville being contest against Umaru Fofana. The sign of Philip Neville losing the election be right all over. It even been clear so much that Philip Sidom na the declaration of Umaru Fofana, the chair was Sidom, very nice chair, now they come up for them, the chair broke. I used that one day and paint the bigger picture for Samura Kamara in the 2018 presidential debate. Now the one game system. But all of the mic when they give Samura Kamara, it been they get problem. It begin with and find you see get problem. That's not be another sign. Okay, so now let me put this thing into a bigger picture. Except otherwise, and everybody get to be very careful with waiting at the say so. Because una need for open a eye like mountain fat food. In as much as I say this, but una not look so much relaxed on that. The signs them around Madabio is so much clear with regards all of them kind of accident, problem, uppercut, this, that, all kind of disgrace. If you find out, say, even the very last day when Madabio they go for go lock parliament, Madabio nearly for them. He nearly for them na parliament. Most of them are go away of that day. He nearly for them na parliament. The signs them they all over. Then things they are things that were not in common. In not the common. Look what happened with this accident. Look the first lady around them, the accidents them, the people that where they lose themselves, their lives them, and other things that where they happen around and inside. Interestingly, Madabio they behave like dictator right inside the SLPP, just like Fatima Bio. That is why they see plenty things they come up. Remember say Madabio they no vote for him, and the constitution not talk about selection. The only person where we see come up one reverend or pastor, we come for challenge and we hear young but the pastor, we know hear again. From when he and Lilo and Slim as you done a panel, where he said they go deal with him, we know hear that man again. Well, I don't know if it's still there or they don't silence her. I don't know, Papa God be a witness, but not I know hear again. So the reason why make they say a lot of things then are because of the system, the dictatorship where Madabio they put up. But the things they write all over. Even Madabio himself, you know go wake up and sleep. You ask Madabio the election, it's easy for you. He go jump. It tells you not talk nowadays. Because he don't talk again. The other day, how they call this guy, ATM machine, they try for explain what they talking Mindy. But the bottom line now, Madabio self no say this thing don't come. You understand what I try for say. So we basically not able to understand yet what exactly they go on. But the writing they all over the world. It they all over the world. When Asidon begin calculate things them. And as by Koroma, the same way he be lost the first election where he contest against Tijan Kaba in 2002. As a child reporter that day, when I say Pekin, we did do Pekin program, we went to Tijan Kaba, na a state lodge at the Spy Kuma camp. You see how an Spy Kuma they collect at the state lodge, they watch, they observe, you see something. So when we are beginning to observe certain things then from peak to peak, take to this term, you see the handwriting very clear in the world. It's very, very clear in the world, sorry. Very, very clear. We just need for wait now and see. But notwithstanding, the APCO, the salon people, una no need for relax. That una vote. Say now, ECSL in NAC just say, they allow nobody for watch or audit the votes. Una really, really get to be very careful with certain things them around. Una really get to be very careful. Anyway, if you join me right now, don't forget to like and share the program. This is a program we had on YouTube and on Facebook, yeah? So what we do now, I want to take a bit the backstage. Let me go and join Rachel Bangura Davis as he made a talk to Dr. Fatima Babi. This is a book where we go like follow and ourselves watch. Let me go and buy. Let we all promote, we salon, sister as it puts together idea for make sure say we write something. Interestingly, the side outside this name come out. Now thing that we don't deal with one thing I am. Mama Gaba. Now be this now the only woman this we get the got Mama Gaba. Sorry that I use that word. But now the only mommy this, commander of the order of the hotel. The only mommy we don't ever come out and write open letter. Tell Fatima in black and blue. We don't deal with that issue they want tonight. The only mommy from the history we'll get, the only mommy, where sit down and watch how Fatima they behave, sit down and watch how other first lady they behave, and say, no, this not the kind of first lady will be the think of. This one, it become the unbecoming Mama Gaba. Okay, let me go quick one to this interview with Rachel Bangura Davis and Dr. Fatima Babi. When you come back just now, please listen and listen carefully.
Let me just go back from the beginning when I started, reading this book. When the first lady become the first lady, we see it paints a lot of good things about her. With interviews, paint a very good picture, very good image. How not so today don't begin empower girls. With the kind of connection we been get with Yaya Jammeh, you know, it don't empower so many women in Gambia. And we also know say there was a lot of controversy whether in a being Gambian or in a being Sierra Leonean. In self with your must be the contradicting self. In one way saying a Sierra Leonean, in one way saying a Gambian. So there was a lot of controversies about her. How, I mean, she made so much money, you know, in movies. I mean, she was the top Nollywood actress, and so many beautiful things about her. But it's like you are challenging all of what's in the First Lady say. You challenge that in that book, in the book. You challenge everything from her age to Usaid and Bonham to in Papa to in you challenged everything.
Yes.
I just want you to just say, why did you challenge that? Those are information where even there, when you look at the website of the Office of the First Lady, when you look at the website, Office of the First Lady, the Sierra Leone website, you say, you know, all salon business there at the wall. When you look at the First Lady, those are the image that are there of the First Lady. Those are the information that were there of real First Lady. And you challenge those information that are there of William First Lady, who say born, in age, so many things. Why you get an audacity there for challenge those information? Why did you challenge that, Doc?
It is my right. It is my right, and it's the right of the people of Sierra Leone to know the truth, you know, because when people then come in power, all then they propagate lies from the, I mean, as I said earlier, it no matter whether the president bring us in wife. If na them babu then I don't know that sanctuary we then get under Nazalun. You bring one babu, they put lipstick pan and say, na my wife this. We go take her, we go respect her, we go honor her. Why all these lies? So you're asking me why I challenged it. Is my question also the question when you
in a Jabi,
why was she lying?
Why was she say na Usai self you born, you say no today born. The first lady say na 1980 born, you say no to 1980 born.
Because you see, when they say
let's me, Doc.
When you lie, they say let you lie and run, right? Usai people they know, but you not go lie, you sit dumb. You not go lie, you sit dumb. People that will know you, mommy and daddy, before they became husband and wife, they are still alive. We can talk to them. We can verify this information. I know particularly go because, you know, when somebody say I born, you know, 1960, we take you for your word. But that came up really, I'm not being the dig for say, oh, stand and bona. It did not happen that way at all. Just in conversation with somebody where, you know, an elderly na Kwedu town, where know mommy and daddy before they were married. Just in conversation, when then give me this information, I'm like, what? That's not what I have read about her. I not tell the person that, but I was like, I need to look into this some more, you know? So, you know, my intention, in fact, was not to even go into her personal, because when you go in the personal, people then I mean, we all know one. We not Sierra Leoneans, we all know family. And, you know, me your mama, me your grandpa, it come from the village where they born in daddy. In daddy and in grandpa. So we are all family. The Jabis and the Mansares, na family. So this is not like I was digging for dirt at all. It wasn't. But it just happens, see, this woman, first of all, said they contradict himself so much. And then this truth, this information come away so innocently, come away. So why should I keep it? Why should I hold it to myself?
But Doc, let me just clarify this thing. Let's listen to this, and I want to make you clarify.
I'm a Gambian, and of course you've said my name, Fatima Jabi, and I'm an actress. I'm a mother, and yes, I am. And I've done a lot of things that.
So is our first lady a Gambian?
She is not very. In Mama born 6 speaking them for in stepdaddy. They are Gambian by some of them born Sierra Leone, of course, because now they Minde. Probably all of them. But they can claim to be Gambians because then daddy na Gambian. Fatma Tajabi, not a Gambian at all. But okay, I understand. We can naturalize, right? If not that you want for say, or not that not the reason, you go clarify. But for make them put an official biography for say, in daddy, her father hails from the Gambia. This is why I went that way.
Yeah, because if you step in stepdaddy na Gambian.
Yes.
In Mama
biology.
In Mama Sierra Leone.
Mama born na Sierra Leone of Guinea.
Okay, so now the daddy side, in biological dad, she has not been shoot with.
If they put in biological daddy in name, not in biography, as her father, which is right, you know, because the then cultures, you know, the Madingo culture, even, you know, in Islam, you know, in religion, you know, for even if you adopt Pekin, you know, for changing name, you know. So if stepdaddy bring up Pekin, you know, for touch that name, they because that Pekin belong to that family. Okay, so that's understood. She's Jabi, and he go put and say me daddy name now, you know, so Jabi. That's fine. But then when you read the next line, then say this man Jabi man we born this Umaya, he come out Gambia. Come on, this is a blatant lie.
So I just want people to understand as we move on with this interview. There's some personal questions, you know, where go evolve inside this interview, not because we want to go personal, but because you are a public figure and you are the first lady. I mean, you have to be true to yourself. And if you are not true to yourself and you yourself, they make contradicting statements, then you have to face scrutiny. You get for face public scrutiny. So these are why all these conversations, you know, you provoke people for bring all of these conversations because of your word, the way you pull like you want. I just want to establish that clarity there, and that fact.
You raise the curiosity of people to find out the truth. Yeah,
right. So let's talk about the role, because this is very important to me as well personally, because I'm also into really activism, especially when it comes to women's issues, and I've seen in the past 5 years how women organization don't be so dormant, don't be so quiet, don't be so they're like ghosts. Having seen so much atrocities, having seen so much intimidation, you know, against women, I've been seeing so much gender-based violence in the country. We see them so quiet. I begin to ask myself, why? What is going on? But when I read this book, I also begin to understand how the First Lady syndrome don't affect, and also how it affects. So I want to make you also bring to light for us today how the First Lady syndrome of Mrs. Fatima Bio don't also affect the activities or the functions also of women organization in the country.
Well, as I said, the First Lady syndrome, it lead the person affected for create a femocracy, because now that femocracy, that structure, now it put together so that it go able for appropriate the resources where they for women them. So we see other African first ladies. It don't become a trend. When they become first lady, the first thing then they do, oh, then get this platform, you know, like where they do beauty pageant, the winner, it can always get a platform. Oh, they advocate for AIDS, they advocate for that. So the first ladies, it don't become a trend where now then they put in addition. So the office of the first lady itself has become a formal, before not a formal office, but now they don't formalize them. Okay, in Sierra Leone, as you go, you know, see in the book. Not Mrs. Kuruma, Naim formalizer na Sierra Leone, not to Fatima Jabi formalizer. So that formal first lady office itself is part of, you know, if it depends on how the first lady they run that office. If they run them for help women, then for resource, for give resources to women, the women's groups the way don't meet in the country, the women the way don't meet with them, they fight the women's rights causes. If they empower them, because in now it don't become this gateway for the resources where they come. You know, say Sierra Leone, we are, as they say, donor dependent. We are donor dependent. Not in order in the country, the government not they give them people or anything. So they depend on donors. But when it don't become the gatekeeper, then he go create 3-4 other organizations where something come for health. He get a Mada Bio, Fatima Bio. When something come for girls, he get a hug. How you call her? Hands off our girls. When something come for, so where are these other organizations? Is she, you know, trickling those resources down to them? No, I don't see that. I don't see no connection between organization and the other women's organizations. And so now, so it don't make no more than they see. Now, no more than they see in the country. Now that make able for go say now it's on na Gambia in that news waiting, press waiting and call where you go do that and where you go get. It's in fact, when in the outside of the country, any picking them rape na Sierra Leone, then they look for them for call them first before the police go do anything about it. How can I hear such a lie when I am directly involved in rape cases in Sierra Leone? How can I hear such a lie and let it go? You know, we get responsibility. We get responsibility not just to ourselves. We need to step outside of ourselves. Okay, you get people that will not get voice in the country. You get people that when things they happen to, they have no recourse. They have nowhere to turn. So how can you be in a position to speak up for them and not speak up for them? So the organizations that way it don't snuff them all out of, you know, the pipeline. They're just sitting there like they can't do anything about it. But I wanted it to be written down so that tomorrow, with next generation, then go able to see this and benefit from it. And then go also see, say, we in this generation, we not just sit down no more and watch this woman and talk about her and gossip, because if they take everything, say, waiting Sierra Leoneans and they say about her and gossip, we're not gossiping you. You know, because the time where you not be married to Madabio or Madabio not win election, we're not be the talk about you.
Okay. You think say this woman talk anything from in book? And not even begin talk itself. I better go find in book, yeah. No can pirate down my book lah. Go find in book, yeah. Find in book, yeah. Mrs. Mada Bio of Sierra Leone. He say he gets a deliberate thing. You know why he say Mrs. Mada Bio? Because he don't married, and at this name then get the power we don't make it so much powerful. And at this, you know, it touched something on the resources, whether the resources they reach down to the people they were supposed to reach down. The other day, the Japan government, instead of the Ministry of Social Welfare, the Japan government give Mada and Fatima Bio motorcar them for do their work. I begin to ask myself question. The Ministry of Social Welfare, the Fatima and Mada, who's when a government entity? Okay, we know say they can do waiting, but this one supposed for be for the government. Why una put them to Mada and Fatima? We don't talk about all of them things there. Hey, let's or something. People they don't always tell we say we're not idiot. And you don't tell become idiot too. Because all of the things they will talk about, then they manifest themselves. You know, I'm happy that this woman decide for put them in book. Because some people in a book, some of the things they talk now Creole, they know they understand them. So when it in a book, then they begin it, and it made them become more curious for find out who this person is. Fatima Bio, hey. Fatima Bio say, Ibona Kono, not born Kono. You know, Fatima be saying na Gambia. You know to Gambia. In fact, no. Why I want to talk waiting inside the book? Low left down there. Tomorrow we drop the rest of the video. I know they talk about what and they say. Anyway, look can go quick one to me mail, yeah? I beg. Some of una can buy the woman in book. I know they do one. Let's go to the mail. Mail Kush and Kabo. Well, me I always because I just like some of the things the way the woman they talk about now things the way we be don't talk about long time ago. Where people not that they need to see the thing then they see them, but just that they not then they ignore. So that is why when this woman put her now in writing, I'm very much happy about that one day. Anyway,
The book.
Sorry, I not get that one day.
I said, what about all the people in Illuminati read? Are they able to understand what's in the book?
Well, I actually don't know, but if I can answer, waiting. For now, we all go give chance to the booklet itself first, to the one that we want for buy them, and later we done the old small. We say go buy them, and then we sit down, they analyze them, let people understand. Because this not for just now. Now for any other first lady where they come after this one.
Okay.
Anyways, so anyway, Mayo, Kusha, and yesterday we been just going to you dinner. Also, we watch out some testimony there. But where we left out the last time, I've been telling you, say we for look at the market same again. We don't talk about the light and inside the 5 more to do more. Hashtag transform freedom. So let me look at the issue of the nursery. I listened to one of the testimony them. Market woman, they tell me about how the mayor build nursery for we picking them. Tell me about this nursery because I'm a little bit confused. Nursery na market. Tell me about that.
Okay, so in 2018, we I've been do this walkabout where I don't start now. Basically every day I work in the different communities from the east to the west of the city. That's when I'm the first time I do forget for understand, waiting on the challenges people really face, for really see firsthand. And one thing I've been noticed that the markets them is that you go see boku small picking and they run around. They don't get any constructive thing when they do. And something and day you go see say mama go look for him picking all lost. The idea kind of in mind say instead of them picking here, they just the room endless, play aimlessly around. Then preschoolers waiting they want to their abroad go even Naya where it's a nursery age picking. But for go nursery in a salon not easy because most people can't afford for go nursery. And very few primary schools then get nursery, right? So you go school, class 1. So it may occur to me, say, if for fine for give the picking them nursery, not the market. So this is something where I've been on put into the Transform Freetown plan. And in 2019, I been getting the opportunity at the request of a lady called Sonia Gardner, Miss Sonia Gardner, when I'm the owner of a hedge fund. When they talk to me, they ask me, about my vision and what I do. And I mentioned this nursery. So intake upon it says, for pay for the construction of the first 2, where it do. So we build the one na Congo Water Market, and then we build the other one at Kuton Road Market. Unfortunately, Kuton Road Market there was an increase in the cost because the side Usai we before put the market upstairs. Other people then may not occupy that space there. So there was relocation, blah, blah, blah. So we're not being able to operate the Christian Road Market once it built because that money for the operations not being there. Although we will budget for council, but I can always say, me time in the council, that'll be a very interesting time. The difficulties, the challenges, dare I use the word, the sabotage, when they come out from outside, but also from inside. But the good news is that the one at the Congo markets, Congo Water markets, will be able to open them immediately. And I can tell you, saying that it's 3rd year we come into now, and they're picking their way daily. Me had iking gladi. The parents are not for talk. So let's just give a picture. They want to win on the Congo Water market. Behind the market, they may get one side them they sell coal. and I be an old building women don't born. So we be able for rebuild that whole place there, we tear them down and we build them into the nursery. So the picking them are 40 picking them, and we take them on in September. It could be September 2020, yes. Then don't do 2021, 2021, 2022. So we come into the third year. We're in the third year. And it don't be a fantastic success. We partner, this one, we bring it to a different level. Somebody else, we get a similar vision. In fact, he gets a vision for preschool full stop. We name Ariana Oluwole. He starts some years ago a nursery called Nania Nurseries. Now, one of the best nurseries in the country. And him, Sefna, a professional, and now a leading sort of preschool educationalist in this salon and even in West Africa. So in partner with we for manage the school. So we not do like the ordinary one where you go see, if you look the pictures in the video, you see say brightly colored tables and chairs. The Pekin then gets their different corners, their reading corner, their science corner. I mean, the life-changing experience where it don't be for Pekin when you play the markets to now going to school. In fact, the parents and the clamor for Larry can make a primary school. We don't get graduates, so we don't come on at the nursery and go primary school. And I want to say a big thank you to Ariana because he even gave scholarship to them when they left the school, the primary, the nursery go primary. Because you know, students say free quality education, but the reality is bag, book, shoes, uniform. Then they're not free and the cost don't go up so much. So some families and they where the pikin not go school because you not get within all the other things them. So that don't be the nursery. And as I say, the one at Kuto Road already and set. And I know say when I come back by God in power, where we go get Samura Kamara na governance, we not go get what I go team up inside the council now and make them difficult for we pay the teachers them now the Crouton Road. We don't able forget support and help from some beneficiaries, some and benefactors for keep the one that Congo water going. And I think council will not pay one term, but for let we set up the one that Crouton.
You then mute. Okay.
Not so money, not just a question of focus. So for me, you know, this is another example of waiting possible when you determined. The lives of the children don't be transformed. The lives of the parents, because now that same Kogowata market, we'll be able to pilot with job search for do adult literacy for the parents them, for the mama them. So mama the land, picking the land. And it's just been so joyous. I remember the first day where we opened the school, September 2020. That first day where the picking them go. We don't get uniform yet. Can't see them picking them. I don't know who would have been more excited, the mama them or the picking them. The picking them just like when they go married. They were so excited. Anyway, we don't get uniform now. We get an everyday uniform and we get a sports day uniform. And the picking them can go on outing. Then go logos where the boats come, the ship come. They don't come in office once or twice. In fact, 2 or 3 times. They don't come visit City Hall and see the place. And then just a joy for city beginning and growth and then development. Last week or was the week before last, when I begin me on ground community engagement, I'm walking along Pademba Road. Now meet one man. I believe sometimes you're gonna see that video there. I'm not even sure if I shared the video, but if I haven't, I will. Where the man stopped me and he said, "You don't need for campaign to me. Me picking day na Congo Wata Market nursery school." I was like, wow, you know, this is like.
You know, I deliberately, from where you begin talk to this point, I not stop you and I not ask you any question. You know why? Because when I watch your face and I listen to how you talk, I feel something in you. I feel the passion, you know. for that particular achievement there. I think this is now one of your greatest passion for the picking them. You know, but something the way I could tell you where maybe you're not even aware of. You know, I grew up in my early days now, a very crowded community, Ashobi Corner Black Hole Road. You know, and yes, and now side and that way, most of the people the way they na inside and they are business people them. You know, I've been done they see how then they deal with them picking them. For example, then go part company with them picking in the morning. Sometimes you better you they talk about the one the way then they go play market. Now that the one the way able for make chance for carry them picking it. So I'm not able for carry them picking and they left them in the house. So then they left them picking and the part come in the morning. Then they can say the picking don't sleep. They not get time at all. So what in that mean? It means say the picking and they grab up by their own. Now then they take care of themselves, everything. Then just left for their money now. Money no more. Say buy culture, for example. You know, say them big man. So you find out what thing they happen at the end of the day. They pick it and get their own style, then get their own attitude, how then they behave, then they copy things them na the community and nobody know they for tell. I love one song where they can say without a parent, you know, children are suffering because nobody know they for guide them. So this when you talk about that one they so are so much. They see all of them things and they come back, they live back in my memory, you know. And you know, if nobody no one for say this, you know, not all because of you there with me now, but let's say thank you for this because this is a very good venture. Where a very close to me at, you know, I feel the passion in you and I see exactly what it mean for rescue them picking and then for let them future go be carved again. Thank you on that area there. So in the 5 more, what do you want for do again?
More nurseries in more markets. Definitely. Even when we do their design, I tell you, say, I don't know if I'm talking on this program, say we do 9 markets and we include King Jimmy, Petersburg, Hagan Street, Allentown. We go through the process for do business case. We go through the process for do surveys of the markets, for do preliminary designs of waiting the markets and before FIBA. But each one of their markets, they one constant feature that in the nursery for the beginning. Unfortunately, as I say, we put out the tender. It took a very long time. Eventually, we get somebody we bid, but then with the whole economic situation, they're not be able to proceed. So with the 5 more, we definitely want to do more investments in markets. It will take time for change the economic profile of the city and of the country, where you grab up some, I'm guessing your age, at least some 20, 25 years ago, right? But even, you say most people, I mean, business people, even today, you know, it's even worse. When we go to the communities, I discuss with my daughter just now. I say, Mahini, you not gonna believe, it was Monday, today Monday. I spent from about 12:31 till this 6 o'clock a day from Culvert community to Kanike, car up Ashobi Corner, up a coconut farm. You know, believe say it's like say na Sunday. Why I say na Sunday? Because you not see like people that don't go walk. You see people that sit down, people then sit down. Some man go get in shop, yes, but Boku other person then just sit down. Some man go they sell in market, but Boku other person then just sit down. So when you talk about unemployment, you know, at the kind of level where we see 80% unemployment and underemployment, the challenge significant. And really, in this last 5 years, the closure of businesses, the closure of opportunities. Some man we been sell, even market women who are nowhere have been strong business women them because of the rising cost of living and the rise of the dollar against the leon. They say it don't make sense for them do market. They don't make profits. So they don't give up, they don't sit on our house. You know? So when I say you see all of this unemployment and Uda Boku picking them. And just like how you say, you see so many kids like on their own. Because even the parents them way sometimes no don't go walk, you still get a challenge of being able to care for the beginning. You get a challenge thing. The other thing where I don't see so much of, I don't do this worker now. On average, I think I tell you, on average, 5 to 6 sometimes 7 hours a day. Today I begin work by 1, stop by 5, so it's a shorter day, like 4.5 hours. No, I think it was by 5:30, 4.5 hours. But you really did see a lot. And I can see during my time when I'm in the mayor, because we not to mayor this on office all day. Of course, I have to do my office, but I do with Bokuti Nikemi communities. Because I want to go check out things, I want to go see things. If we do a project, I want to go see for myself and so on. But one thing way very, very striking in this last few days, because most of the projects what they do, no go chemical, now waiting and call a ghetto. But this waka wani waka, waiting I don't see, and we need for talk about time. It not go be today, but we need for talk about the Kush pandemic.
So waiting I want for appeal self to you because of the issue where we talk about. That issue there for me, it just blow me up, and I'm not going for let you mix out with anything, and I just see how much the people they in for that particular issue there. You know the reason being, I just love me on picking them, and I as well want for see the best for other picking them. So if you touch on that area there, that's why I've been there in love with the free quality education, as they been called. But because of one or two other reason way they into this thing, not that I not support the quality, the education system, but because of one or other stories in them, where I get my own concern about and other people they can share, the things in there. But I think say this one, now something this way you want for let it live now people in mind, so we go left, we not go talk about any other issue apart from this one. So before you go, you can do as part of the ritual, the tradition, say waiting you want for left with we again. They don't blow the whistle. They don't blow the whistle. And you get for dinner street again.
Indeed.
So now that they don't blow the whistle, I think we're safe. Because from my own part, I can even say for safe from my own part. But today na campaign day. But from your own part, not to campaign day. From my own part na campaign day today. If you watch technically. So what message you want for give we as a campaign message? I will begin safe for send out campaign message.
Okay, so really, I think I go end Usta Yusuf. We want for let we keep the focus on this question of delivering for the future of we youth and we children, and the nurseries in and I actually get a video. Maybe you can. I know say we touched on a small that video yesterday.
Yeah.
When they give the testimony, but I get a video we just focus in on the nursery school.
Yes, please.
Exclusively.
You can send that to for use them.
I go send out for you. And I think so I go end on that message. We vote on 24th of June for a better Sierra Leone. And I know get Mina Kumbra, I know get for put them on, wait till we do not ever be done before, but the idea come because I see a need. And if there's one thing where I want for just tell God thank you for now, this gift way he give me, and I'm not unique, obviously many people have these skills, but me a person in governance, we're able to get an idea and turn that idea into reality. When person talks, say, oh, I'm building nursery, not school. Even forget the idea and that's something. But then for them, go out there, raise the funding, implement them, and they like today, and saying, if you ever come free tongue, I would love for carry you go Congo Market, nursery school. Let you say hi to the kids. Sit on a ground with them when they get circle time and story time.
No, not to that, no. I mean, I want to I will get interest for sit on a ground for with them. When they take lunch.
No go and bug that beginning. But I think so I go end day just for say I really grateful say, this journey, Transform Freetown, I can always say, is about transforming lives. We transform a burnt out area behind a market who side them sell coal into a bright, happy, fun-filled place who side picking them now to get a foundation for their education, give them a head start for a brighter future.
Thank you very much. And as the whistle on blown out for the campaign, we today on the 23rd. Not tell me you time me and hour because I want to be safe not by law. Today on the 23rd and na campaign day, So I want to wish you all the best and as you do go on for this particular thing. Thank you very much. Let God be your guide and helper.
Amen. Amen. Thank you so much. And all thank you and have a good night. God bless
And
you
I just want
guys.
to tell you, see, as we talk, so you get 1,100 when you watching our YouTube, and you get 585 when you watch you on Facebook. So I think you message the go as it's supposed to go. Thank you very
Well,
much.
all good evening and thank you for listening. Talk to you tomorrow.
All right. Bye-bye.
Hey, beautiful people! Big news alert! The Afro-Caribbean Festival is making a comeback with its second edition.
Catching a boat to go to some other island and then driving the cars and getting off the boat, it was like I was in the movies, and I was like, whoa. So we next to everybody. I'm hot, sweating, wearing my makeup and all that good stuff. Everything sweating, everything coming off my face. But I'm telling you, I would not replace that experience for anything. I know a lot of Americans, or at least where I'm from, we don't have that opportunity. So the fact that I could, meet individuals that would even invite me to take the time to show me that love is just priceless.
It was a wonderful experience. I mean, it was it was full of fun, full of laughter, full of vibes, great music. It was great meeting people from all over the world. We had people came over from Canada, the UK, the US, of course. So it was a wonderful experience. Great memories.
Running from December 20th, 2023 to January 2nd, 2024. Get ready for an incredible experience. Here's the deal. Choose from awesome packages, and guess what? You can secure your spot by your desired monthly payment plan ranging from 3 to 8 monthly installments with a 30 to 12% initial deposit. How cool is that? But don't miss out on this amazing opportunity to join us this year. Ready to jump in? Head over to www.africaribbeanfestival.com. Select your preferred package and scroll down. Choose your payment plan, hit that Add to Cart button, and proceed to checkout. Provide your info, agree to the terms and conditions. Select your payment method, and voila! Sit back, relax, and count the days till December. And don't forget to stay tuned for the flight details from the official airline for the Afro-Caribbean Festival, Air Senegal, which will be leaving from Milan, France, and New York to Freetown, Sierra Leone for the festival. See you there, funky souls!
All right, so that's now Afro-Caribbean then show where they come up from the 28th December to the 2nd of January. All right, I want to tell you, see 1,026 they watch you on Facebook, YouTube, 399 likes. Please, I know so you enjoy the discussion. Please, please, we kindly ask you for let you just subscribe if you not don't do so yet, and like the program if you not don't do so yet. Okay, thank you very much. Now that they make we able for do more for you. We can go now and go inside the security sector, ONS. As we done a lot of things then they come out from the ONS. ONS, they talk about certain things, and this one I want follow will take a breakdown, because I want for basically break down this thing for you sober one. Let we know how fair play they go on inside the electoral system. Let's go and start with this one quickly.
There are a few issues which I would want to bring up at this meeting.
So I go basically they stop the thing and they analyze the issues them as we they go. When somebody want for set the agenda, it gets for be honest with in conscience, So we they go straight off and start this thing. I will start with what I use for do.
And as a sector, we are trying to also have a dialogue with the political parties. But we think that since the ECS still has called this meeting and the time we do not have a luxury of time, so I just want to bring out some of the issues that we had identified during our trade assessment. One is the issue of political intolerance. That's one thing that is not good for our election. We want to stamp that out. So therefore, I want to encourage political parties to be tolerant with themselves, intra and inter. Because our determination is to ensure that this election is done, people go about their normal business.
Okay, so let me look at this one. He say for let political parties tolerate themselves. You know, one thing we want for be very honest with ourselves. You know, we know say the ruling party right now not they tolerate any other political party. I know they go to the main opposition, but rather they go to Femi Clothe School. Because the ruling party knows say Femi Clothe School now that kind of critical person when it comes to issues of the government. You know, them do all within them able for do possible. Intimidate them, lock them up, curse them, molest them during television and radio program. And at the end of the day, then they register them. Now tolerance now one day in the political landscape, the answer is no. Let's go quickly to the big political party. You know, Pujon, Kailaun, for example, where we know say na they na the stronghold of the when are the dominant of the SLPP. They not they encourage anybody. Even na Pujon, the person we go say in the team up for APC party, waiting and do they run after him. Kenema, we hear of that woman because he just take poster, he put them before he host, then go and beat them, go broke the most param, do all kinds of things of and pass where he run common at that side. A lot of things then they happen. ONS and other people and they see all of this, but let me go before you can't see how dishonest this mortal man we sit down before we so be. You know, where interestingly, it look like say we look feeble self, we face feeble like where we this babu the sockle. You know, they're very, very much dishonest with their conscience. Let me just go, you can't hear something again.
Hate speech.
Hate speech. Take note of this, yeah?
Hate speech is number one. Let us avoid, now that we're moving to campaign, we must avoid hate speeches at political forums. That can bring a recipe for chaos. It's not too good for us as a country and as a people.
Okay, so look at this thing. Inside we country now, the highest office, the first gentleman and the first lady, nobody know they right now where they preach them. Starting from Kailaun. You know, first of all, for begin tell yourself, this not good for themselves, this not good for waiting, na bad waiting na day. Then you want thing the way most of you know they see, and I know ever hear person don't talk about them. Then then a hate speech from the president, na hate speech from the first lady. Waiting I mean, it make the president and the first lady they make the all people in the country they hate one set of people. For example, everywhere you go, you hear they tell you say na Kamakwe road. It make the Mendete, Mene, Limba, this and that. They all they hate this one set of people na that small side of the country when na Kamakwe. Because for let you the camp, you go na Kono, you tell and say they not let kuna. All waiting and see, waiting happen Kamakwe road. That hate speech. You go na Kailan, you did the same. You go na Bo, everywhere, everywhere na the one whole country. Them people here, they all then the reading things there. One day they not come out to statements. One day. But wait to now hate speech standing or not. We want to do a disclaimer. We know they support any form of hate speech. We they against, we condemn every form of speech. That is why one time in day, where a lot of people are not be even like we'll talk about them. For the opposition leader now, you know, even be as robust, you know, strong as this one. But because of it just use, you know, one tribe in waiting, we say no. Just like how Margai be used in Mende for tell Adu to the mayor who be just get there. So we say no. Now hate speech, that tribal bigotry that one day. It's not good. But some people are the only see them, never they know to talk about them. Let me continue.
Use of social media. Of course, people are going about social media, making audios threatening other people, other sectors, like the commissioner said. But I want to leave you with this: that no audio message threatening will threaten the scale sector. We are prepared to respond adequately to anywhere that we think crisis comes from. All I will expect people to do is to make sure you respect the due process of the law. If you don't do that, you fall foul of the scale sector. They will take what we are supposed to do. So I want to encourage all of us to follow the due process of the law. China is a law country. As long as you follow the due process of the law, you have no problem with anybody. You go about my business.
Okay, now we'll talk about this one again, the social media. Now be honest. You know, not a secret say, amongst the platform they write where you begin cons on social media, the salon issues them, you the cons we had. Take we had, just we had, for example, let do me own thing for the first time. Take we had, you compare with the other SLPP platform them. And if anything don't happen at the country, you know, most of the atrocities them of the security sector them, it is well from the SLPP platform them. Now take example. I tell you about protesting. If you see the police and other people in the stop protest right now, come out from the SLPP media and team them. If that thing where happen and McKinney, who said that police officer lost his life, it come out from the SLPP media team, especially General Kaloko, we're very much guilty of left return, go inside McKinney, execute that man there, return back, nothing accommodate. You surprised why now you know you're nothing from that inspector or that ASP. Now McKinney, Boyka, waiting happen. You the surprised? Say now we know you're nothing again. You the surprised? If it been get for do with any opposition, by now they for don't run after them, put them behind bars. But you begin ask yourself a question. Why say now we know you anything? Because then say safe and they inside it. Then say safe and. You know, people let me don't tell me several times say because of Fatima Bio, now make Mada Bio do what he do. Now we don't begin know them bobo them when are they being put on this thing. The social media from the SLPP is worse than any other. When you talk issues now, we know the preach. You know, I see one person they tell me say, especially me of all, they say, me not like the Southeastern of them, me not like the Mende people them, me not like the Kono people them. I just laugh. I say, the idiot name you call me and you not paddy because you self na big idiotic idiot. Because you don't even know what you to talk. For let you tell me say me not like the Southeastern of them, that's sad news to you yourself. So, if them people are really serious, therefore don't curtail their own media them before them they talk about any other media. Now we continue.
The other one is the divisive regional and tribal messages. Let us avoid that. Let us avoid using tribal, regional, and divisive messages. It's not good for our politics. It will divide us, and we don't want this country divided. We want to make sure that starting campaign unto the end of the campaign, even beyond, nothing happens in terms of crisis. As a sector, we have trained our security forces. We have developed what you call a pocket guide, a small booklet. We're giving to them. In that booklet, there are do's and don'ts that they should be reading far before the elections. I'm sure all of them will be addressed with that for them to understand. Inclusive of that, you have human rights issues in the pocket guide, which we are giving them. The other one is
okay. So now you look at this tribal thing. You know, we not ever from where Gentle go to that mosque, it talk something. We not ever hear the police say anything. Not the security sector. No more of them. One statement they no pull. Instead, you see the Deputy Minister of Justice, the SLPP, everybody they defend Gentle. Nobody, not to PPRC, not to ACSL, not to the police, not to the military, not to the ONS. They not say anything with regards Gentle. Nothing. Instead, then back up with Gentle for slice and sludge, for slap sludge, for go against people that will condemn Gentle in acts. You know, if you talk about tribes, the Margai and Fatima, they don't speak tribe as any other person. I know they talk about talking tribe, but talk about tribal things. For gonna kono say, una di kono people they not like una na kamakwe na tribe landi. Una di Kaila people they not like una, so long no encourage them for build any office na ya. Then just fast in Kamakwe road na tribe. You don't ever hear the ONS come and talk about them. No. So how honest them be in terms of fighting against tribalism, against regionalism, against, you know, all sorts of things that we go on right now. They're not very much honest. No, in fact, they're not honest before talking about very much honest. Let me continue.
The use of marshals. We all know marshals.
Now marshals, they want the way they extra security, them way, them bodyguard, them way the presidential candidate or them politician and they use. Now they talk about Suna. Listen now.
When you use marshals, you know these marshals, you cannot control them. Some of them are very emotional, like they create problems for even themselves, put their money, and therefore, at the point we are saying let's avoid markers. The security sector is prepared to ensure that all the political parties are giving security forces. So the question of using marshals, I think we must minimize that in this election coming. Supply of drugs and other intoxicants.
You know, this marshal thing, you know, now like where, for example, the terrorist Samura be come out, you know, US, I think, the first time, where it be day around 38, where the police then go. You see, it be get marshals them, where you get bodyguards them, insecurity sets them where they day with them. That night they try to talk about. You know, so this one, every political party guilty of them. But they're not going to ever talk about the soldier team. They're not going to ever talk about under the palm tree or other things them. Where even the SLPP, they paid them by month. We don't see the video them several times. They're not going to ever talk about that. But I know exactly what they try to talk about, and I know side they go. They just get one set of people in their mind. Now the opposition, period. All of the laws the way that they design and waiting now, it take effect for the opposition. Because, for example, SLPP don't need any marshal because they get the police. But if you take the police, put them with the police. In fact, the time where the Samura they come out and Potluck where they can reach 31 and 38, it begins police them. Now police officer fire back by them. So they don't need them. Now you will see, for example, where the women's, lead the women's wing of the SLPP go na Kailao. Then even the push policeman, the policeman and so them put their hand behind their back. So una left. If na be any other person from the opposition try that one day by now, other thing they talk about. We see Ike in Talek. We see outside the SLPP people and they say once outside and they set confusion. So the police say, hey, una come on, the police demo, una come on, then they push the policeman them. The policeman, they're not there. Use baton self before we talk about tear gas. But in the case of the opposition, any small thing happen, tear gas, live rounds. Tear gas, live rounds. So, what do you want to tell we? Let's continue.
To support us, this is one thing we want to step out of this lecture. We'll be watching while you are doing your campaign, because we are moving to campaign period now. So, because we'll be watching, and for those who believe they can give drugs to their supporters to misbehave, we are saying no to that. Anybody that we will catch intoxicated with drugs on their campaign day is going to be a problem. I'm giving you this warning because we are now engaging ourselves. Let's talk on it. We have to minimize that, because it's even possible that the person has been drug can turn against you. So let us please stamp out giving out drugs to our supporters. Parallel and also.
So when they talk about drugs, when they talk about Pampers, Pampers first, let's begin with Pampers, where we first begin to talk about. It come out seriously under this government because of lack of it. The guys in the say when they drink Pampers water, they make them eat 3 days. Angry. Kanto Kush, same thing, forget about the problem. Kush can rampant inside this particular regime. So if we talk about them things, then I think they get for watch inside and sleeve and able for see waiting and full lily and pull into where.
Define announcement of results.
So this one very important because we don't see several times during different election them, radio station, television station them, don't they announce provisional results from polling station and centers them. Let me see what they say.
This is one thing we are not going to allow. That's why we're going to warn the radio stations. All radio stations who are not authorized to announce radios. If they announce it, we bring it down. We're able to wait for anybody. Because the law does not permit you to announce results. The only person allowed to announce results is the ECSF. The chair, he is the right. They will have to authorize somebody else to do that if they are right. So let us avoid announcing results. Non-adherence to campaign time.
So this one very important, so a very key, because if you not be part of maybe the one way then they sell it and they call the provisional result them, you not get for get access to them, especially for radio and television station inside the country. If you dare try that one day, you know what I mean? Then they lock your radio station, your television station, or then they lock your newspaper. So now that basically then they send one and say nobody not get right for call provisional results for say, hey, now this polling center number so now this amount of votes don't come out you not get right for do that day. All team for left now the anti-crazy as we talk about the data right now. You don't get the data, you don't know what in the total number of people that will register. The answer now N or no. So let's continue and listen to the last part.
Here today we'll be giving campaign timelines. I want to encourage all of us for us to avoid crises, conflicts. Let us limit ourselves to our campaign days and the timing. Of course, there is going to be timing for the campaign period. It's not going to be endless. destruction of.
So for this particular side, when at the campaign timeline, you watch two ways they talk so. This not to anything, yeah. If SLPP not broke down the pa and nothing not the come up and I will tell you for real. For example, if APC they work at na Calbaton, that same side you will see probably happen on another side there. You will see them say then they go because they don't tell them say anytime APC they come, let them go protect the building them. And even if not they told them the campaign, then go team up there for say with the promote protect the building. And at the time you go begin here then they sing Madabio, Mada no and Samura and all the past year. You know what thing they talk about him? So let's watch and see. And this one way they can talk about so this last part very much important. Yeah, listen to this.
Campaign materials.
And I want you to listen to this guy. I give us some small bits. I hope I don't miss some campaign material. Listen how dishonest this man be. Listen, oh. Before this time, we don't talk about Pujon. We don't talk about small bow. When Blama Usai then they put Samura Kamara in poster. The jump param, check him, waiting him, Pujon how you call him Kenima. Check the Samura Kamara. They will not ever see him. Listen what they talk about.
Destruction of campaign materials. This has started. It happened even in Magoroka yesterday.
So you hear what he say? He say destruction of campaign material. It happened at Maboka yesterday. Then do this press conference on Sunday. So it happened at Maboka on Saturday. In other words, what he try for say the destruction, the only side where then don't see, then they destroy, banner and other things there. It starts. Listen, it started. It started in Maboka yesterday, Saturday. Because now Sunday they do this press conference. It says started at Maboka and then begin for destroy. And what we all know what to talk about. We say Maboka. Other than in Bana, what they talk about. Now Mara be in Bana. So it started at Maboka and not start nowhere. They not see the one at Blama, a small bow. They not see the one at Pujon. They not see the one at Kailao. They not see the one no side. Now Maboka na they start. So you see how honest them people are be. Because I need to say dishonest. Listen to them again.
It happened even in Magoroka yesterday. The campaign materials, the posters are not good to vote for any individual. It's just the face of people. Let us desist from tearing posters. Henceforth, please. Campaign in polling day. God, this one, I'm sure we all know we don't do that.
Now, yeah? They say all the banner them already they don't begin check banner where they don't complain long time. Now only in Saturday now notice say they don't begin check people in banner and Maboka is start. You know start no sayo na Maboka na they start. But now the people in this way they talk about regional, where they talk about tribe, where they talk about hate. It don't begin long time all over. But it only pick one side when yesterday he say it starts when Saturday. I know it's because I say yesterday because this press conference na Sunday be. So they talk about yesterday na Saturday and na Maboka. So I go rest my case on that particular area there. So let me go quick one before we come to Paul Kamara. Let me go to the ECSL. And this one for the ECSL, we did listen to 98.1. The report where they put together on the ECSL. Outside the ECSL, boss tell we say nobody will give the chance for later actually monitor in system because of privacy. Let me watch this one. At some point, I will get for this man in your back because we don't listen to Andon.
The political parties liaison committee meeting. Now meeting with the Electoral Commission of Salonki hold with political party them, civil society organization, the security sector, election management body, and other one them for talk about issue where different political party them can get and save updates but waiting ECSL don't put in place for the June 24, 2023 election. And this meeting, the commission can hold every 2 weeks. For Sunday, May 21st, this year political parties liaison committee meeting, all 13 political party member them be witness them. And the focus for this particular meeting now about campaign calendar. But first, make we listen to the national coordinator for Office of National Security, Abdullahi Kolka.
So we'd already listened to Abdullahi Kolka when at the NS code, yeah? So let's keep and quick and go before.
Political Parties Regulation Commission na the institution where Parliament give power for look inside political party the operation of the country. Inside in statement, the chairman for PPRC, Abdullahi Bangura, call on political party them not for pull any political party banner during a campaign.
Every political party has a right to go to any nook and cranny of this country and send out their messages. So we have appealed to them. We don't want a political party to go to this part of the country and get intimidated. They've given us their commitment. They've signed communiques with us, the paramount chiefs, and the district executives of all of the political parties that are participating in this election. Also line up a peace march. We intend to roll out that one on cooling off day, where the streets of this country will be taken over by my commission, sending out messages of peace, and let us conduct our campaigns in a very responsible manner without creating any distress for ordinary members of the public and without destroying the campaign material of your political opponent or trading public insult against a political opponent. But when you start campaigning, don't go into the television station or radio station where it is not your day in the guise of sensitization and you are secretly campaigning. We are going to monitor all of that.
Mohamed Kone, now the Chief Electoral Commissioner, we immediately talk is say, we then start for print the final voter register this week. All political parties then go get them, but say no civil society organization, political party or other election management body no go audit the system.
Once we start the printing of this register this week, we are going to put up on our website the figures per center, per station on our webpage. All political parties will be able to do that. Then eventually you have copies before the elections of the soft copy of the voter register for you to prepare for that. Civil society organization and other partners requested for them to audit our system. We clearly say we are not going to allow any external party to have access to our system because it is critical, it is confidential, that will manage whatever system we have independent of any third party having access to what we input here. So we cannot allow any political party, any civil society organization, or anybody to audit our system.
From that statement day, Mohamed Kone, Chief Electoral Commissioner, been declared campaign team.
After having made consultations with registered political parties and candidates contesting the said elections, I hereby, as Chief Electoral Commissioner, Chairman, and National Returning Officer, declare the following. Tuesday, 23rd May to Thursday, 22nd June 2023, from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily as a period for election campaign in Sierra Leone. Friday, 23rd June 2023, cooling off period, and Saturday, 24th June, election day.
Inside the political party liaison committee meeting, different election management body them may witness, like the Independent Commission for Peace and National Cohesion, the Inspector General of Police, and other one them, who say they end up calling political party them during a campaign term for make sure say they do thing them. We now go embark the country in peace and security. For the Society for Ready Democracy, Mina Usman Kamara, the report.
Alright, so the video we put on top actually in the actual meeting that one day, but it not be reflect the actual voice them of the report because now 98.1 do that report day, but we just want to give them some taste, yeah. So and Usman and I actually do that report day. So you don't listen exactly what they saying. You know, say they're not going to allow anybody for monitor, not to civil society, not to international community, not to political party them. Nobody they're not going to allow for auditing system. So I wait for Yeri now, waiting the opposition they say with regards this. Because I wonder why they therefore keep everything secretly. You know, this is an election time, and now the political party then get the right for all the information then. So why una for say all thing for be secret. Anyway, that me almost not go there. They wait for you waiting the political party, then say go get for say. And in my estimation, in my opinion, I think say like how the APC then don't begin for tell the ECSL say they want for make sure say they do certain things them or else they go stand up. The ECSL or the APC for stand up by themselves and no say the ECSL for no say they are one of the main player them inside the election. So they're not for take anything. Just land the hand like that. And also then get the police and all because when they just stayed in the protest, we see inside the police come and say they're not for protest because nobody no get right for protest. Then we use the law for make sure saying handling things and they. So I know they talk much on that and they wait for you waiting and they say, yeah. If you're not subscribed to this channel, please consider for do so. The number now will get at 73,352. Thank you very much to the one who don't subscribe. And you will not like the program. It's out of 1,178. We get 472. Please now for make sure say you like and subscribe. And I want to tell thank you to somebody where just don't send for we $15 Yeah, somebody don't send for we $15. I will just use the initial when BK. BK sent for we $15. Thank you very much, BK, for the elections. Yeah, and the election fund still go on. If you want for Batowi, you want for send for we MoneyGram Ria, Western Union, World Remit, you can send them direct to Sierra Leone, and the name where you can send that one day na Fatmata Bangura. And I want for tell you say we don't get some amount of money. We have been already yesterday of the people that we don't send money na PayPal. And at the end of the day, we will put all together and give you the actual figure we don't get in total. And thanks to all the one that we don't actually, send money for winner Cash App, Zelle, and Western Union, MoneyGram and all. So one for tell you thank you. So if you want for support, we follow cover the election. And proper one, you can send for we whatever you get, $50, $100, $200, $1,000, anything you get. Send them for we in a Cash App or Zelle to Sister Admin. The number you don't post them already, or you can send them for we through MoneyGram or RIA, Western Union, to Salon where the name na Fatmata Bangura. If you get PayPal, you want to do that, you can send them. Please not follow any email. Just search for the name inside PayPal where na Sama Kuruma. SAMMA Kuruma, yeah. Then we will appreciate you. Whatever you do, send for we the receipts now we number. We can go now to another issue where this could be the last issue we had to touch on this net. And this one, because the thing not the boku now, this na election time proper one and don't cancel issue that they come up. This one now it is the issue of the case where now the latest court case na Supreme Court where now about Paul Kamara and Samura Kamara, yeah? So let me go quick one and listen as Paul Kamara talked to 98.1 this morning on what it make he target Samura Kamara in this court case. Will you come back just now?
Let me do this petition in line with another APC strongman. We don't be member of parliament and also we don't serve as deputy ambassador for APC when Kolsin Toure. The petition mainly border for let the Supreme Court go interpret certain issues that will arise from the APC, and that is whether somebody will be a leader we clean, and also whether somebody will be a leader we not violate court order them. The thing is that now for let simply put for let the Supreme Court go answer certain questions them and interpret certain issues they will raise.
Would una target inside this petition?
Well, the main target now, of course, the flag bearer, the flag bearer and the one that will constitute the flag bearership on team A. Now a question of the constitution. The APC democratic constitution call for free, fair, level playing field when they will call for elections them. So within actually, we they try for seek after or long for simply put, this now we own APC party. We want to put an end to impunity. If we say we go democracy, they'll go democracy. If the people then say for go selection don't pass. And if people then go do certain things that with impunity, we then bulldoze themselves and even then bulldoze court order them. When court don't say na so na for go and do, and then decide for go do what they're supposed for do. It is not the flag bearer. Now the issues that they try for take.
The issues that they try for take, but you look at the flag bearer now the face of the party at the moment. Any case against them, now case against the APC as a whole. Petition at the nick of time like this one go say, oh, this now for Ambog Samura in candidacy, make you no go contest the election. Is that the case?
No, not at all, because the provisions in the Constitution say anybody can object to a candidature, a person with a contest. And the thing is that being a person we be done come up for the APC leadership, we have been called the press, we are suspend me candidature. Reason being that everything we then do they against the APC new democratic constitution.
But this party been the courts. Say the courts give them order for make them go ahead with the convention. We make the states provide for them security. Paul Kamara now saying that they go against court orders and go against other rules them. For somebody to listen now would be surprised, say, whose order that the APC go against?
Well, first of all, you get two orders there. You get the one way come up from Justice Fisher, where we don't vacate the whole executive of the APC. we even get for order a perpetual injunction where they say no for participate in the election and so on and so forth of APC. Now, the Justice Fisher also even formed two bodies them, the ITGC, where na Peter Conte, na in the leader, where he say na aim for supervise the APC up to National Delegate Convention. Then after that, your own power go down. Then under the ITGC also, you find out say you get the TIEMC where they suppose for conduct election. But what can happen is that the very people in whether not TIEMC or ITGC, then take part in the election, then go, then elect themselves, then select themselves to executive position, and somebody not go be a judge in your own cause. That's exactly being happen where the TIMC and the ITGC then take part in some illegal activities them, and the convention self where then go hold Namakini a day against Fisher in order, because Fisher in order been say now the head of the ITGC now aim for take the APC go to convention, and after that then go terminate their own role. Now you find out say even apart from that, you also get the white paper. The white paper proscribes certain people for take part because of the involved in certain corrupt act, and that is for fraud or dishonesty. So what we try for say is that we as members of the APC, we as people and we believe say the APC get for be a party, we get for be different from the SLPP. So now that make we decide say, well, if them people in here, even the Justice and Aboni, injunct certain people and say they're not for participate in the McKinney Convention, but then bulldoze. And the fact that so many other things that happen, we protest. And that make myself as somebody we been come up for the leadership of the APC. I suspend the leadership because of what they happen.
You think that this moment now the right time for make APC take APC to court for show people and say una clean we barely now a month to an election?
Also the time limit would they consider? Would they look at waiting the laws and say, the electoral laws and say, not to today I begin face then situation. Look, the time of Justice Tola Thompson, when I be the president of the Appeal Court of Sierra Leone, we at a map against them. Now, what will happen? When Ernest Kuruma decide for appoint me as a minister, they reject me and say because waiting to mean a convict for fraud or dishonesty. Also, the issue of Tijankaba, where they jail me for 4 years and I spent 30 months in solitary confinement. The same issue come back where I've been therefore accused Tijankaba of fraud or dishonesty because they be done convict him by the Justice Biokube 67 Commission of Inquiry. Now, that's also unrivaled for sure. I mean, this time matters the way people can bring them before the court for fraud or dishonesty. So therefore, I get a right. Me, we don't be an anti-corruption crusader throughout my life. Me, we don't stand up for tell the truth, for tell it as it is. I believe it's my own duty for make I actually raise up them questions then. Minus Samura Kamara minus APC minus. But this thing that we are just get for raise for make the Supreme Court to clarify.
Okay, so that's not been Paul Kamara. Interestingly, I've not been done listening to this interview before, but we do program this morning when I call yes, and one of the journalists then say we don't work with Paul Kamara. In fact, Paul Kamara and the word way he used before this interview, he say Paul Kamara have been criminal. He say Paul Kamara na fraudulent somebody. And interestingly, Paul Kamara himself talk and say then be don't find him guilty for fraud. They be don't convict him for they be don't convict him for fraud, or criminal acts them. So I'm not saying anything with regards to this particular issue because we don't deal with it extensively. So what thing I will do now, for the sake of let we go able to get we self going. I go one for encourage you now for let we call quick one because today the program we hits on the time. So we could just take 1 minute 30 seconds call, like always, 1 minute 30 seconds, and I will take few calls them normal. So please, when you call, make sure say you reduce the volume of your set. And please, before you call, watch the time right now. Salon time right now, 12 minutes after 11. 12 minutes after 11, salon time. And salon the date, the 22nd of May. If you dey watch the program at this time here, so no saying a live program and you for call. But if you know they watch the program at this time, no saying a repeated program. Now for you, we go get for the watch later, okay? So we'll go on the line and take the call. Please use the follow of your set and all. Welcome to the show. Your name and inside the call for you get 1 minute 30 seconds.
Yes, good morning from the side now. Thank you for the program. Thank you for the program. You know, my brother, I call from France. When I watch them press conference, so my brother, all the institutions in Sierra Leone, all the institutions, they're not honest. They're all dishonest. I don't really know if the country go back into one party state. I don't really know. I don't really know really all them trust, all them everything they just put them into this SLPP. They're not there for the country at all. They're not the feel for the country, the people in the country. They just pick themselves like cabal and just form and just they gang up against the country. You understand me? Eh? I'm not gonna regret if I hear anything bad for the next year. If I hear say something will happen as Samura, bad thing will happen, we know they pray for them till then, but all things will happen. If the people are not patient, I'm not going to be too surprised for a reason what don't break out now till I'm not surprised. Now that your contribution. Thank you so much.
Thank you, God bless you. We go to another call again and take this caller. Welcome to the show. Your name and Usa you the call from. You get 1 minute.
I didn't mean like consensually in the call. I just listened towards the end of all Kamara interview. I just want to get this at the back of your mind. The first story it's in a fellow no go to a one party state, you understand? So on that note, Paul for take that into consideration. Me now somebody we work with Paul. You understand? This conviction we really talk about. I don't want to dwell into it, but I will give reference. Now, very honest man I work with. Not that because you don't get involved in it here, you understand? I'm very honest man I work with. We do things very positive work and able to see that.
What are you talking about?
What
are you talking about soon?
Paul Kamara. But in the interest of putting the on. Now, if I just focus, you let allow Dr. Samura Kamara to go let all inform in the interest of peace. So I don't go to one party state again. Very, very important. The focus will be not about all. Let it be about the country. Let it be about the country. Now it's more about all rather than the country. For him to focus on how to go to the next election. He's an APC man. Don't forget to APC. Protect the interest of the country. Yeah, please allow me to thank you very much for the
God bless you. All right, the line's still open for you. We have a call and other voice inside the program. The number then at the screen. Welcome to the show. Your name inside the call from. You get 1 minute 30 seconds.
Yeah, this Abdul call from United States.
Abdul, you get 1 minute 30 seconds.
If Sierra Leone be any progressive democracy, then nonsense here we pack now some of them don't forget job again. You know? The other thing with the border, the issue of the social media. Everyone at the country they bash the social media. You know? When you listen to the national news, then they bash them. You come to the political pundit them. Then you come to even the civil society, they condemn social media. We all know say social media get challenges them. But to be honest with you, the incredible past the traditional media they will get. Especially when it comes to prove politician wrong. I can give you a typical example. When Hillary Clinton being grabbed and talks income under sniper fire, what him prove her wrong? Now social media release a video. Now over social media they release a video which will say nothing not one we work majestically and the people are welcome. And social media don't go ahead with videos them and voices them for prove politician and Sierra Leone very, very wrong. Now the reason now why make they not like the social media. I will stop here. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you very much. We go on the line again and take another call. Welcome to the show. Your name and inside the call from, please. You get 1 minute 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's like I call from Riyadh. Yeah, let's body shut down man.
that whole Kamara guy where they talk, then the other Kamara from ECSR. You know, you know, talk to me, the threats we about how to security. All now, so they talk about people that they destroy ballot materials. Or if forget say see somebody in a blame, I don't see that they can't talk about Mabuka. What happened just recently? They need for share the hell of the two bias. And I need God will punish you, or God will punish you. What I want to problem that happens, God will have like kid and generation yet to God to make what's in the defend and God will get and this one and next one, and the no one get it, they remain in life, the idiots here. Put in the word, Lala, some people they declare to them, when you face heavy and so. They go talk to the city, all in and face.
Hello?
This election, I let people that will vote. Let them vote that they all vote for. Who win, we win. And God knows that will win. But that's not my caution. Bye.
Thank you very much. We're going to let you
Hello?
Yes, reduce the volume of your set. You need to inside the call for me. Give 1 minute 30 seconds.
Okay. Well, I think to me, this is something they boil, but unfortunately, we not get that strong opposition. And the media, the national media, when the newspaper, the TV, they don't contribute greatly because it's at a time when they were often form a pressure group for actually pressure ECSL. And I feel say the demonstration way the opposition be saying that they do, if it don't be a sit-down strike, even for 1 week, for force the ECSL, or make them provide this stuff here. But then every day they don't take unto themselves, then they overpower, then they fishing and picking and they deal with. When they treat the situation of the country, like say now then they control small picking the way we want. Something like that. Because the bias is too much at the country. Whatever happened at the other side is laudable. But then they frown what they happen from the opposition. The banner business, of course everybody know, but then they form a blind eye to that. But I feel say, I don't know if it's too late, but I don't feel anything, nothing not too late. Alright, so you're for begin hold the institution, then to account, then for begin protect this institution. The citizens that are any country or able to protect. No, what I don't care what here happen, as long as they're able to save the institution. If you're not save the ECSL, it will be a rogue election.
Thank you.
And I don't know.
Alright, we go to another call. Welcome to the show. Your name and inside the call from.
Thank you guys. This is Ablama, the call from.
Alright, go ahead. Give me 30 seconds.
Yes, me I want to thank the mayor.
Okay.
For all the good job we don't do at that from them, man. I wish this mayor will win in the next term. Then work with if APC get for win the next election. This mayor is, I mean, she's ready. They're very, very determined to build Freetown. I hope that the people will get a chance to do that. And with regards to all the other institutions alone, I don't see any genuine institution as well. They all don't they into a bond to hand over this particular election to somebody else who they are the whole mind. Where they will go against the will of the people. And I don't want to make them strike anything serious in that country. It's fragile peace document, that country.
Alright, thank you very much. We go to another call. Welcome to the show. Your name and inside the call for me. Get 1 minute 30 seconds.
Hello?
Yes, you did live. Your name and inside the call for me. Get 1 minute 30 seconds.
Yeah, my name is Amatu say I dey call from UK.
Alright, go ahead.
I get a call concerning about this election, but this card them. I don't know what they don't put in place really, because we not get few time more. Few days now say the 24. So at least if they made them go higher the machine in Liberia, make them can do this thing here, then we can't sit down say we can enter another 5 years mess.
Okay, so waiting with it tell you now from waiting ECSL say now we use, yeah? Even with APC request, but then saying I didn't card and they would use it, and if you not get card, you get attestation for going and vote. So, name.
APC agree on them.
Well, from where ECSL on talk down the yesterday, on where you're not yet, so no know it.
Because for me, with me all intention, they not for agree.
Okay.
Let the big people they all come together. Let them all conference. If na money, more all put will pay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, no problem. Then go to hear you now. You get 5 more seconds.
We all go put for me. We not come for 5 years mess again. Me we focus SLPP in power.
All right, welcome to the show. Your name and where you call from?
Yeah, it's Nabai, and they call from Germany.
Right, by get 1 minute 30 seconds.
Okay, as I say, me Nabai, I'm the very strong member of the All People Congress. Your contribution towards these things that really go on is like they blame the executive a bit because like an officer don't send a clear message to certain set of institutions, and for instance the police, the soldiers, whosoever way they collect money from the Kufa. Because like if they send message, the clear message to them, trust me, if you own responsibility, you will know how they implement those responsibility. Because you fear say if there is a change of government and the government they come after you and they will make sure say they implement the law to the fullest. But it's like if you give scope to them with the message that if we cannot power, we go create peace. Yes, peace fine. But make sure say whosoever fall victim against the law, if for enough for go unpunished. If the APC executive sending clear messages, then they trust me, anybody will hold position. For instance, like the police sector or the military sector. Okay then. I think say my contribution enough for now. Next time.
Alright, the line's still open. I'll take 5 more calls. Welcome to the show. Your name is
I like to talk.
You get 1 minute 30 seconds. Use the volume of your set to Hello?
Yes.
You use the volume of your set. Alright, where you call, please reduce the volume of your set. We go to another call. Welcome to the show. You know where you call from?
I call from London.
Alright, go ahead. You get 1 minute 30 seconds.
What do you mean when if IRA know they announce results again? Now then nobody ECSL for the announce the result.
Well, they say only the one way ECSL go give the go ahead. So they say maybe IRN. So we don't know. IRN might. We don't know. We wait for everything they happen that day. But one thing we know no more, we serve here for come on and do that similar thing there.
Wait, all the radio stations they already they announced enough. You see the cook and people that they see the road go this election. Where they see beaucoup go get for the day. Because people they don't go see them, they can dictate to them. All kind of they put. All kind of thing they got it. So look down and they talk say they go follow anybody with it. We announce it. Hey, who stand this speaking? God don't get for me, me man. We not go left for a game. But God don't go be pan this election. Me I see him.
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, brother.
Sure. Well, welcome to the inside call from Miguel. 1 minute 30 seconds.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm Sebastian. Me na concerned citizen.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, they want to talk say, yeah. They want the way they talk say the election is they close. It better the election than push the time we get a free and fair election than we run forget election. We will bring problem na the country. Then this voter registration and this ID card, it's not just about that. The whole ECL, this commissioner, it don't mortgage integrity. When we say the election not go free and fair again, it against the Salon people here. So for me, I dey talk to APC them. Make them look into that one day. This team where they so not a good team at all. Now problem team. So for me, Now that one day I get for say tonight because I don't tire self. If I get way I don't want to listen news against it. It just not possible for me, you know. But when I thank you, God bless you now for the good work that they do. Good night.
Thank you, man. All right, 2 more calls. Welcome to the show. Your name and inside the call from me. 1 minute 30 seconds.
Hello, yeah.
Yeah, today live. Your name and inside the call from.
Yeah, they call from you.
Right, please.
You know,
if you're able to talk loud, small, yeah, so we'll get you clear.
We all need to bit contribution to this one. Now, in short, because I mean, we say we practice democracy, and we get 3 arms of government: we judiciary, executive, and the parliament. Yeah. So, get the press, which will be the 4th power. We're not like an intermediary between government to the people and the people to the government. So if they squeeze that space, and obviously we practice democracy, you know, radio station, TV station, they are part of the media. Therefore, give them that right, they are this already practice independently, but we not see that in our country. So that is not democracy. That's my real dictatorship.
10 more seconds.
Yeah, I will just end down the.
Thank you very much. God bless you. I'll take 2 last calls. Welcome to the show. Your name and inside the call from. You get 1 minute 30 seconds.
Yeah, Shambe P, how you do, pa?
Try yourself, sir.
August. Yeah, my volume did down. It did down.
Yeah, but you're back now, make.
Okay, you okay now? Mr. Augustine. Okay, alright. I call from London. I just want to stress to waiting one call at just now. I mean, then they are before the year a clear and strong message we APC they give out there to the election management bodies them and the ruling party. But would they see like say APC just the bio the whole thing? I mean, you get for send a clear message, and so sometimes they say you get for speak with fire. Because the way how you address issues, even the way they talk to the no say this demeanor, you understand? I mean, when Salonon begin condescend so low, we they see look ECSL, waiting sacred or election register we for publish them out. Waiting sacred, who's guy secrecy than these are procedural things we they do before going to elections. But we don't see now the country don't stoop so low to that kind of level there. They even go ahead for begin to say, you know, they give rights for radio station there from who small they read and they announce provisional results. You understand? But I mean, APC need for speak.
Right. We got another call. We're at the last call for today. Welcome to the show. Your name and inside the call from.
Hello?
You're live. Reduce the volume of your set. Your name and inside the call from.
Yeah, I mean, I'm concerned citizen anyway.
Go ahead. You get 1 minute 30 seconds.
Yeah, SYNDROME. I just want to throw light on this conference with the people there before. You understand? Because what I don't see, I don't just see say the whole of that conference they waiting they talk about. Now indirectly, now APC they talk about. They always go there. So it seems like say they all don't gang up against the people of Sierra Leone, and they already don't make them determination. They already don't make everything for say other than for give the election. They already don't make this now something we say that's the audience not the one race the audience they always just when they meet together. And you see it's get when they go all man the talk when they talk like the same in a different way. You know, in a diverse way. So that will tell you now say now something where they all don't talk about where they don't agree for do whatever we looking for happen they happen now. You understand? So what you don't see now APC now they will take this stand now. Whether election be or they do the right thing.
10 more seconds.
You understand? Right thing or election. You understand? So that no more. Thank you very much.
Thank you. God bless you. All right. As per tradition, I take one as a bonus call. Let me see whether the bonus call could be White Horse. White Horse. Yes, go ahead. In the bonus call.
Yeah, alhamdulillah, mashallah. You see, we go down to the top and the last the key and the bar, so not ever support you. If you know that what they even go on you. You know, which message they send to the radio station and so, not to Yalo. Because starting from the day one, then the senior people were all in the team them with they keep quiet. Okay, now the people don't have to so that's why they don't want to hear their voice again. Now we wait now possibility them will talk to man and the morning coffee. Because this never happened in the history of country matter. Because not everybody gets a chance to go to an ECSL office. We get a local radio station where we see the correct with the IRN and the other TV station there, who are going to get the result of the IRN.
So what they're not rule them out clearly say IRN no will get waiting. Then basically they talk about like one for do independently so.
The brother, what I tell you, when they fish, all fish now fish, now they get that fish, now they get this, now they get that. And I'm telling you, brother, let people let me, if the people of the don't stand at this level, brother, I'm not wishing it to go this election, brother, is going to go inside. Because the people they can't dictate to the chance, this is the new young people, they don't stand in face one of the people that become an IG. When they talk like that, from an IG. You know, if they talk to people like that, people in the house, brother.
Alright, so then at the last call, 1 minute 30 seconds. And one for telling thank you for one I don't take on time for joining inside the program. One thing where I want to say, IRN always partner with ECSL, so IRN will get for go on. But like for example, the last election, you find out say AYV not be the part of IRN, so AYV be the give a own. So basically, if like we now want for give you independent, so then will target we. But I know they talk about we because we know they. We know they will lock we or the open we. We know they lock your open for ourselves. So we wait for waiting this election they carry. We know a lot of things them. From them secret plans them to them public plans them all you don't hear already. So it left to waiting you will get for think now. When we wait for you from the main opposition again waiting and they say because like some callers say that not the right thing what we the time for talk about. You know the opposition really get for make sure say they're strong and they really get for be strong this time than any other thing. Let's listen to this song quickly. Willowwise.
Reggae to the max, yo. Diggy yo yo yo, diggy yo yo yo, why yo? Diggy yo yo yo, diggy yo yo yo, why yo? Become a global agent of change. In this era of global change, all of us can make a difference. So I wish I was a president. I wish I was a president. In this era of global change, all of us can make a difference. So I wish I was a president. I wish I was a president. On this song I wish this end.
So most times we wish say I wish we not this, but as we go in that position, that wish will be get for make the thing better for we people them with the miss that idea they we know they get that sense they again. So this time around, you know, we get for actually go the other way, you know. Even if we not know one for do by force. Even if now for doing by force, but we get for make sure say we do them for now secretly. We get for the swear when by bombs way. Yeah. So now get for being very careful when they can this thing. Well, I want for telling plenty. Thank you for one that join inside the program today. I wish you all the best. Thank you very much for you don't like, you don't share. And you don't comment. So you don't subscribe, one for appreciate you all. So you don't send you support to we, one for tell you plenty. Thank you. One for tell you say, you know, we election basket still empty. It's still empty for us. And we ask say if you want for support we, please now for do to Zelle or Cash App through sister admin number we can always put. And if you want for make sure say you do you know PayPal, search for Sama Kuruma and then you go able to get the actual, name where you see picture there. And at the same time, if you have to do a transaction to Salon, you can sell into MoneyGram, Ria, World Remit, or so to Fatmata Bangura, okay? So one more time, one for telling plenty. Thank you for want to join me inside the program today. Well, until then, we'll get for me to get another beautiful edition of the program. Join me in the morning, tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Salon time for the program we call Correct. This is basically a program where they look at the newspaper them and bring people the way they come and analyze them. Some people and they can give you the taste they want, some people not can give you the taste they want. But that is it. Now and a review, a post-mortem of the newspaper them. So join me every morning, 9 a.m. Salon time as we did there. So inside the program Correct. Until then, Sembe Pierre, the freedom fighter. God bless we country Sierra Leone where we call we are. Thanks to all. We don't watch, you don't like, we don't share, we don't comment, we don't subscribe. Until then, we love you all.